All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the We Like Wrestling podcast. We're here at Three Legacies Wrestling. After the show, we have Damien with us.
Yep.
You're a student at Three Legacies.
Yes, I am.
You just had
met
your
you
first
when we interviewed Ricardo there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were there. We met you, and I was really impressed with how you were working in training. You gave more effort in training than I've seen some people give effort in the ring. So
Thank you. That means a lot, man.
yeah.
When we were there for training that day, you stuck out like a sore thumb. And just the way you were bouncing around the ring, you were eager to learn.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Surprised you're not saying that about Mr. Big Swole.
Blade.
No.
well,
I wasn't impressed with Jason Blade tonight too. Really good.
Okay.
I've never seen him work.
I wasn't able to see it.
Oh
sadly.
yeah, I was very impressed with this.
But the reason you
We're gonna
stuck
work on
out
getting him on too.
so much was because of your bumping ability, and like it's very Dolph Ziggler like to me.
Actually, I would say more like Mikey Whipwreck.
Okay, so
Alright.
that's your inspiration, because that was one of our questions we want to ask you. So what's your inspiration in wrestling?
Whipwreck, Spike Dudley, a little bit of Tajiri.
You did the acid dropper, but you did it with a bulldog instead of a stunner. Yeah.
Crash Holly used to do that.
Yeah.
So is that Spike and?
So you watched a lot of
Mikey
little man
is
shit.
definitely my favorite wrestler of all time. Like,
It's different.
super underrated.
You heard it here first, literally for the first time anybody's ever said that. But hey, I respect everybody.
Like, super underrated, one of the best sellers in the business, like, could tell a story like no other.
I can't judge you. I like Warlord. No, I mean, I
like Warlord
I would put him up in a
like,
top 10, to be honest. So, you know, I got weird taste in wrestling.
Yeah.
along with Warlord.
So speaking
You're
of,
just saying that because he can shit you out.
hey, this podcast goes a ton of different ways. It's all right. Just go with it. Speaking of training at Three Legacies, how did you get into that? And
Where'd
The story is actually kind of interesting because I work at a random grocery store like other wrestlers. And I met a man named Suicide Myers.
Oh, okay. We know Suicide.
At the store.
Okay.
And he told me about Mean Mark Mest.
Yes, the dungeon. That's where I trained.
And I ended up training there for about a month within a year's time. But
Okay.
I could never get up there because threading's so far. And then through Mest, I was able to be at that CCW show,
Okay.
the United show.
The
And
one
then
at
I met Ricardo.
Awesome. That is really good.
I was at that United show as well.
So I didn't know. So you're a dungeon kid too, man. Cool shit.
Yeah, he actually had
Somewhat.
some training.
Well, hey, you laced up in that ring, right?
Yeah.
All right, then you're a dungeon kid.
What's it like training with Ricardo? I mean,
Uh,
we were there. We saw his training skills, and it seemed very hands-on and very in-depth.
while it can be very, very hard at times because he has a lot of lucha, he has a lot of American style, he has a lot of all of that because he's been everywhere.
Yeah.
I found that like no matter how hard it is, he's always gonna push you just a little past your limit just so you can get that next level.
You never really know what your limit is until you've broken what you thought your limit was.
And personally, you never know what you're gonna learn at Three Legacies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day,
you just
day
got
you could go completely
CPR
lucha.
certified, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was like Tuesday.
So your first match,
Yeah.
we
how's
enjoyed
feel,
it.
Man?
How are you feeling?
How'd you prep for it?
Actually, I prepped by I completely went on a diet just to. I know I'm still not or anything big.
Oh, hey, don't do that. We're not a body podcast.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I dieted, I trained, I did everything that I could to make sure that I was ready for today. And I knew I had to because see who I was against?
Yeah.
Clayton Adams and Sinister X. Two behemoths.
I remember Sinister X from WPW when I was.
Yeah, don't tell him. You'll make him feel old. When we were kids.
I actually met Sinister one time at an LCW show.
Yeah, I used to go to LCW shows.
I've only ever been to. Well, technically, I wasn't there.
Did you go to the ones that were at the hotel. It was like in a hotel. It was like on like grass or something
I
like that.
met him at the hotel,
Mm.
but I never saw a live wrestling show before CCW United.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
Interesting.
I've never had the funds to do
Mm.
so.
When you came through that curtain and heard the crowd, how did you feel?
It's intense. It's terrifying, exciting, and everything in between.
The crowd was for you, man.
This crowd was so
I mean, they
hot.
popped when I went over the rope.
Yeah,
roll
they
in.
popped for everything. It was so like from the beginning to the end, they were just into it.
We love this crowd because they were always cheering or booing or doing whatever. And we've been to some shows where fans are just
They're on their
watching
phones.
and
They're sitting on their hands.
Three Legacies.
I wish they would have been a little louder for the last match, but the last match was amazing.
Yeah.
Furious versus Smiley was.
It was a good match, but it's hard to follow up Bro and.
That was a really good
Yeah.
match. The Bro and Savage match was really good. Yeah.
But I gotta give props to everybody. Everyone.
Yeah,
did
this whole
amazing
card.
tonight.
I will say that there was no
From the dark match
there was
to the main
no
event.
piss break match, if you would,
Yeah.
or
No.
popcorn match, whatever you want to call
So
it.
now that you've had your first match, you gonna be nervous again, or you think that's
Well,
pretty much
you should
done?
be nervous
I mean,
every time you come to that curtain. If you're not, you should
yeah.
quit.
But I mean, now that you got that initial, like, oh shit, this is happening.
I have no idea if it'll be easier next time. I guess I'll just have to find out personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great watching you, man. Especially when we were there for training, and
What's
seeing
next?
you actually work in the ring.
More
What's
training.
next? More training? What's what?
Sorry.
What's no? Yeah, hey, pose away, buddy. What's next for you on the horizon though? In Three Legacies, you looking to challenge anybody in particular?
I cannot disclose.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, you can get revenge.
I sure hope so. The next show is April
I cannot
29th.
disclose.
April 29th for Three Legacies.
Yeah.
We will be in Hamburg for the Autism
But
Acceptance
if you
Show.
are close by or want to enjoy this show, we more than recommend this show.
Three Legacies Wrestling is becoming one of the hottest.
I mean, this is
Wrestling
what,
promotions in
third
PA.
show that sold out show.
This is our third, sold out show.
Amazing,
Sold out.
amazing.
The crowd
Over
was great.
500 people in the last 3 shows.
Yeah,
The wrestling was great. Obviously, Ricardo. These fans. We can't talk.
yeah, really.
Like,
this
we
was
keep
this
talking
is a
about the
really
fans,
good
it's-
show. We've been to bad shows, so this is a really good show.
Nothing bad. Not
Yeah,
a
not a
single
thing.
bad thing.
And honestly, not you either. We're not hyping you up for the show. We were really impressed. Again, I've seen a lot of bad wrestling. You were nowhere close to being anything of the worst I've seen.
I thought for 6 months I did good.
I think you did very, very, very good.
We enjoyed watching you. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Anything you want to shout out?
Come to the next show at Three Legacies Wrestling.
There you go.
April 29th here in Lancaster, PA.
Check
You
out
know-
Three Legacies Wrestling
Yeah.
on Instagram, Facebook.
In August, we are having our first stadium match.
That is the stadium. Yep,
We will be there
we will be there for that.
August 20th.
That'll be
That's
amazing
at
as well.
Clipper Stadium.
Yeah. I've been to that stadium before, obviously for the
I've never
CCW
been.
show.
Yes, that was, that
Great
show,
stadium.
That show was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm.
But
I
it'll be
can't
better
wait to
with
see
you
that.
on it, right? There you go. Come on, man. Put yourself over.
Yeah, spotlight's on you, man.
Yeah.
But seriously, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for,
You guys got
for
a
letting
lot
us
of cleaning
interview
up
you.
to do. So,
It's all good.
thank you, Damien.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. Can't wait to see you in that ring again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the little follow me on at
Yeah,
Damien and
yeah.
Anord.
Shout
your
out
shit out.
whatever you got. Yeah.
Follow me at
No,
Damien
no.
and
Yeah, don't do
Anord.
that. Don't
No.
talk to them. You're gonna mess it up.
No.
They won't know where to follow you.
Follow me at Damien and Anord on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I
There
should
you
set
go.
that up.
Yeah. Yeah. We barely have a Twitter too. We don't use it.
Yeah, Twitter's dying. It's
It
becoming
takes too much time.
OnlyFans.
What you got in the outro?
That's right. I'm going to start an OnlyFans. I'm going to start a podcast OnlyFans. We're going to sell our feet pictures on it.
Our outro is we don't really have one.
Oh,
No, we don't
I
have an
just-
outro.
I just usually say
I just ramble on for
enjoy
like
what
an
you
hour and a
enjoy,
half.
watch what you watch.
Oh, I guess that is our outro. Enjoy what you enjoy. Watch what you enjoy. Don't watch what you hate. Don't shit on it.
Yeah.
We like wrestling.
understandable.
April 29th, Three Legacies Wrestling, Lancaster, PA. Also, April 29th, AXW in Hamburg, PA for the Autism Acceptance Show. August 20th, Three Legacies Wrestling will be at Clipper Magazine Stadium. You don't want to miss these shows. They are great crowds, great matches. It's a great time.
Now
See
go
you next
help
week.
disassemble the ring.